we have Sheena Byrom OBE, and known to most people. I would think nobody wouldn't know you, Sheena. She's worked in all areas of practice as a consultant midwife, head of midwifery. She works as an independent midwifery consultant, providing support to NHS colleagues and global organisations, and she lectures all over the world on childbirth topics. She's got midwifery memoirs out, Catching Babies, Sunday Times bestseller, and also she's jointly edited The Rule Behind the Silence, I've got it right in front of me, The Rule Behind the Silence. I started worrying that I've got the wrong name, and Squaring the Circle. And she received her OBE in 2011 for services to midwifery. And welcome, Sheena. The screen is yours. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Sue. It's a delight to be here. Thank you for inviting me to join this wonderful group of midwives and student midwives. And so you asked me to do a little reflection of last year and to talk about what I hope for 2022. So last year was this year has been quite difficult personally, because I was seriously ill in April and spent 3 weeks in hospital without visitors. So that was the sad thing that happened. But the hopeful thing, sort of in response to that, was that I got better and the NHS made me better and I didn't have anything that's lasting, and I'm now fighting fit again. The other thing, the sad thing that happened, was that my brother-in-law died right in the middle of COVID, a very special person to us all. And during that time, several members of the family had coronavirus, and not everybody could go to his funeral. So that was really sad. But the hopeful thing about that was that we're a really close family. We have a huge connection. So we all looked after each other in different ways. And what happened because of that was we saw that things can be okay, even if they're not okay. So yeah, it's just been challenging, but I felt like I wanted to share that with everybody. And that's my personal life. And in my professional life, there's been challenges too, because I tend to be the recipient of midwives and student midwives contacting me personally to tell me how hard they're finding their jobs. And, you know, it's been quite distressing, really, because some of those individuals have been very dear to me, and I felt their feelings, and it's really kind of, you know, I've not been able to help them sort of clinically. But one of the biggest hopeful thing about these situations is that every time I've passed this information on to my senior colleagues, one of whom is Jackie, every time I've mentioned, you know, passed this information on, I've been listened to, they've been listened to, they've been contacted. Every single person, we've always followed it through, which is quite amazing. And it's meant that, you know, the action that has been able to be taken, however small or big. So to me, that means everything. And it really makes me hopeful. I also think there's been some fabulous things happen, like, for example, Jan Smith's book has been published this year. And if I'd have had that book in my clinical career, I would have absolutely used it every day. And, you know, now I've got every page is kind of like labeled, and a student consultant midwife has made posters. They're freely available to every maternity unit with all the top tips. There are amazing things happening. Kindness, people are being kind to each other, looking after each other. So I guess that's given me a lot of hope, and it's given me a lot of joy, and it's made me smile, it's made me cry, and it's made me really connect with so many people. And then for next year, I think I asked my daughter as well, Anna, who's a midwife, and we work very closely together. Oh, another good thing that happened this year is that Anna got a sabbatical from her role as a midwifery lecturer to lead All for Maternity, which is our organisation, which is based on compassion and kindness and sharing information. And she's leading that, our organisation now, which has been amazing for me. It's taken a lot of pressure off me, which is fantastic. And I know she's destined for great things. So next year, this is kind of from me and Anna, and then I've finished. We hope that every single midwife and student midwife finds joy, that they reconnect with their purpose. So that's their purpose of being a midwife, really reconnecting with what it means to be a midwife. And that each and every student midwife and midwife feels fully supported and loved in the work that they do. And that's it. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Sheena. I think what's wonderful, and I didn't say that you were looking after the all-four maternity, because I was trying to get over so quickly. So I do apologise for that. But
it's
of course,
okay.
What is delicious is when you get Sheena, you get Anna as well. Almost, it's lovely. We have a fantastic double act always there, and I think that's a lovely way to bring it to us all. I think the idea of the connection of our purpose is fantastic. Thank you so much, Sheena. That's wonderful.
Oh, wow.
Okay.